welcome to the stream. It's so interesting now to be able to, like, see a little bit of, like, almost daylight outside the window. Oh, and thank you for doing your daily zoomies. Welcome in. We're playing more Tunic today, and we're ready. We're getting in it. We're getting in it today. So possible spoilers. Please beware. Please exit now if you would like to avoid them, because they are probably a-coming. Just as soon as I figure out how to fix the cord. For my controller. There it is. Like, where did my controller cord go? All right. I have done a lot of work over the past week or so. It's been since I played this game. As we all know, there's hello, welcome in, Spoen, tiniest tater spider. We'll lurk for spoilers. Yes, please do, because I'm about to talk about stuff, and we're about to get like really deep in it. I think we're about to like kind of blow this game wide open. So, as you know, in Tunic, we've been looking at like our manual. I'll probably go ahead. Actually, let me just switch over and pull it up. Are you excited for the sequel? The sequel of what? The sequel of Tunic? Is there a Tunic sequel? What? Three-Nick, not Three-Nick. I got so excited for a second, Spoen. Husband, thank you for doing your daily zoomie. Okay, so yes, big spoilers for anybody. Alert. Big spoils. All right. This is our book, right? This is our instruction manual. This is our book. We have been looking at this for so long, trying to figure out what it all means. What's going on here? Why can't we read anything? Ooh, thank you for the water. Ooh. Uh-oh. I brought my water bottle. There's not a lot of water left. But thank you for the hydrate. I really need to hydrate too. My lips have been like crazy dry lately. And they're like peelies. Okay, we've been looking at this manual. And half the manual, not even half, 80% of the manual we cannot read. But we are about to. So everybody get ready. Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate it. I was like, I know I brought it, I just didn't have any water. So we're about to kind of figure this out. I have been working on this, not every single day, but I would say most days between now and the last stream. So let me see if I can get, I might have to take some, like, breaks with this. I forgot to charge my iPad, so, oops. I also need Elgato. Forgot to bring up Elgato. Too many paces. Okay, let's see. So let me bring up. Nope. Oh, it's not. This is the wrong program. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. All right. Let's plug this in here so we can mirror. Did that come up? Hang on. Oh, I gotta fix it. Okay, hang on. Window capture. Okay. Which window? This window, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, so here we go. Spoily time. This book. The question has been, how do we translate, right? How do we translate? Oh, let me see if I can also fix this. So I think it was in like one of the like last streams or so, where Des was in chat and Des was saying like, oh yeah, I had like translated some of this, but you know, I have like a degree in linguistics or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a degree in linguistics, but boy howdy, I'm about to learn about linguistics. Oh, not 1,000. Will that do it? Let's see, 150. Okay. Um. Okay, so you guys can see my screen. This is my iPad screen down here. There we go. That should be relatively good, I hope. Okay, so we've been trying to decode the language. We've been working on this for like a while now. Like I mentioned, so Des was like, yeah, I know a lot about linguistics. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to learn about linguistics. I found an intro to linguistics textbook. That was actually way too much information. So I learned a little bit about the basics. So one of the things that we had talked about when we talked about this puzzle was the fact that there are too many symbols for them to be one-to-one letters of the English alphabet. The English alphabet only has 26 letters. So our theory that we were working with is that it was sounds. And we had been like going through some different sounds and finding like similar looking symbols for different kinds of sounds. Because of that, I was like, okay, how do sounds work? How does sounds work in a language? Like, what is the linguistics of it? So what I've learned basically is that when you're looking at linguistics in a language, there are phonemes. Oh, who's that? It's Medio. Hi, Medio. Welcome in. There are phonemes and... Oh, yeah, Medio, you should lurk for spoilers. But it's nice to see you in. But, okay, so there are, in linguistics, phonemes and graphemes. Phonemes are the actual sound that is made in the language. And through my research, what I found is that we, in the English language, have like 44 different phonemes. So 44 different language sounds. Let me pull up actually. Oh, hang on. Open that in a new tab. Looking stuff up about Tunic sequel. Once again, recommending you play Animal Well. I still have not played that. Okay, all right. So in my research about phonemes, I found this very like helpful guide. Sorry that it's like a white screen. My bad. Anywho, okay. So, phonemes, speech sounds, smallest unit of sound that distinguishes one word from another. Since sounds cannot be written, we use letters to represent or stand for the sounds. And a grapheme is the written representation of a letter or cluster of letters of a particular sound. Generally agree that there are approximately 44 sounds in English with some variation depending on accent and stuff like that. Okay, perfect. So we have like B as in ball, and this is kind of how they're written in terms of like this is what the sound, this is a grapheme for English. So this is the B sound. So we can hear the phoneme B, and we would write it with these two like slashes and then a B. So B, ball, ribbon. So the B sound. After that, like there's D, F, G is G, H is H, J is J, which is different from G, so G and J. K, K, which also is the hard C sound, so cat. These are pretty obvious. NG is an interesting one, so it's ring. Tongue, so ng, that noise, that sound, I guess. Most of these are like your typical vowel sounds. And another thing that's actually pretty interesting is like how they're all made. So, you know, there's like bilabial sounds, so sounds where you put like your lips together and the sound is coming from the front of your mouth, or is the sound coming from the middle of your mouth or the back of your mouth, all those kind of things. So it's just kind of really, really interesting to learn about like voiced versus unvoiced sounds, all this kind of stuff. So I thought this one was really cool too, about vowels. So in this, like, you can go down these, like, different vowel sounds, and as you go down these sounds, your chin gets lower and lower and lower, and your mouth gets more and more open, and then the tongue kind of goes down. So, E, I, A, 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 I, O. Or ah, sorry. So it's like really interesting. And then you can do this same thing going up. And then your tongue goes back and your mouth starts to round as you go through these like different vowel sounds. So like ah, ah, o, ooh, ooh. It's really cool to like learn all of these like things about the English language that I think as like a native speaker you don't really pick up on because everybody's speaking language and you just kind of learn it. Diphthongs, so different sounds where like this is a vowel sound where your mouth changes shape during the vowel sound. So ow, and oin, coin. There's also R-controlled vowels, so vowels that you can't really separate from the R sound that is next to them. R, or. Schwa. Don't love this guy. Final vowel phoneme. Schwa. Schwa is like a unstressed, unvoiced, can be represented by multiple vowel letters kind of sound. Similar to a short U or a short I, like a... Schwa is everywhere. I hate schwa. So schwa is the worst. So about, so the about, 7, like that second E. Banana, so the first like ba, we don't really say banana, we just say banana. It's the everyman vowel. So okay, so we did like a ton of different. So I learned a bunch. I learned a bunch about these sounds. Yes, also a very lazy vowel. I agree. Different like letters as they kind of get put together. So the j sound, azure, treasure, ch. So cheese, watch, future, all that kind of stuff. SH, TH, the difference between like thongs versus, which is a very like, thongs versus like feather. So I learned all this stuff about what are phonemes, what are graphemes, how do, schwa. So we did all that, right? So here we go. So now we're going to be down here in our Tunic language decoding. So the question then became, what is the structure of a grapheme? How do we write graphemes in Tunic? Because the sounds, the phonemes, are all English phonemes, but the graphemes are this new language. So it's basically just writing English in a different form, using different symbols. So, first question that I was trying to figure out is, what do the graphemes look like? How can I tell what is a particular grapheme versus, like, am I looking at a combination of things? Am I sorting out and separating the graphemes appropriately? Based on that kind of thing. So I tried to figure out, like, what is the maximum possible structure that it could be? And what I found is that this is more obvious in the in-game text versus the manual. So let me, I don't know if I can. Didn't really mean to do that. Okay, so, like, where it says, hang on. What can I look at in-game? Oh, nope, I don't want the stick. I didn't want the stick. I don't think there's an easy way to pull up these sounds. Or not sounds, but the symbols. I was trying to see if there's like some way to get the on-screen text to really come up. Okay, so basically underneath where it says cathedral, if you guys can see it, there are much more clear, and I'll pull up a picture here in a second on the screen. There are much more clear delineations on where the graphemes start and end here. So, all right, so real quick, we'll look at this. Right, this is just one word, and this is from the manual. Now, it's really hard to tell. Well, this is actually a pretty simple word. But it was kind of hard to tell, like, where do the graphemes begin and where do they end? Like, let's see. What is up with like this space in between different structures? Some of them touch, some of them don't. Where do they begin and end? Some of them don't seem like they have even spacing. It was just really difficult to figure out. When I went down to, this is a picture of in-game text. Now what you might be able to see, and it might be kind of hard, is right here in the white line, there's like almost a bit of a brighter white spot or a definition there. You can also see it here. You can also see it here. So when you're looking at the text, not in the manual, but just in general in the game, it becomes much more obvious on which sounds are which and how they're separated. So that became like the whole first thing, was like, how do I sort out what they look like? So what I've gone through and done, let's see, initially I had this, where the purple, game designers did not properly kern their font, or is their font intentionally more ambiguous? Initially what I had was this structure. So there seems to never be anything underneath this line, but you could, like this whole section, there's typically never anything there. Also using like a 3 up and then 4 over approach was the best way I could approximate the shape that we see in game. But I noticed that basically all of these, all the symbols kind of follow mostly this same shape. Then there are a couple extra things that I began to see. Real quick, so here's a sample word. This is the word that is shown right here to the right. Only I have put it onto like graph paper, so it's a little more clear and easy to see. And then I put these green horizontal lines in between each grapheme so that I could take a better look at them. From some of the things that we had done before in terms of like trying to figure out words and me just like jotting down what I think things are and trying to figure stuff out, I had kind of locked in on these couple of these sounds for these possible graphemes. So the first one looked like S, the second one was a T, this third one I had no idea what it was, and the fourth one I thought was K. Like the K, for example, is also found at the beginning of control, so that hard C or K sound. So I was like, is this word stick? Is it stuck? Is it like what? The question became, what is this? Another thing that I noticed and had some extra questions that we'll kind of go through real quick. Some graphemes start with an extra line? So one of the things I noticed is that sometimes there is like a little blue line, or not blue, but a little like extra line on the front of some graphemes, but not all of them. So then my question became, again, where do the graphemes begin and end? Because if it does have an extra vertical line at the beginning or end of the grapheme, how would you know which grapheme it belonged to? So like an example here, let's see if I can find one here. This word right here. So this, not what I wanted. So this has a line at the beginning of the grapheme. Then there is also a line, there are lines here. Does this line belong to the beginning of the second grapheme or the end of the first grapheme? And kind of what I figured out is that it couldn't possibly belong to the first one because then you wouldn't be able to tell. So the lines between graphemes, I was like, they're more common at the beginning of words and less common between graphemes. Eventually I crossed that out because I'm like, it's not possible. You wouldn't be able to tell which grapheme they belong to if they could be on either side. So they only had to be on one side of the grapheme, which is why they were a lot more common at the beginning of words, is because they belong at the beginning. So then we end up with this structure here and these two horizontal lines on the beginning of our grapheme. So I'll just write them in here. And then, of course, we see a circle underneath some of the graphemes, just kind of like random circles. Why do these circles come up? Why only certain graphemes versus the rest? Some of my observations were just that it's more common under shorter words, I initially thought. Then I eventually figured out what it was for. And it's not necessarily shorter words. So we'll talk about it. Okay, so then, so I had these questions. So then I kind of moved on to some things that I thought I could decode based on the sounds that I had. So on one of the screens here, we have stick, right? Stick. And I was like, what in the world could the item description for stick be? And then I noticed it had some of the letters that I thought I had. And so I was like, oh, this stick is just a stick. So you'll see kind of down here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Down here, we've got just a stick. So initially, I knew that I had S, T, and K, and just trying to figure out I. And then I knew I had this like A or sound. It was kind of hard to figure out, like, is this a long A? Is this like an What vowel sound are they using? Because there could be like a couple different ways to interpret just the letter A. And then initially I had just S and T. So I was like, what could it be that was just a stick? And then I was like, oh, I think it's just a stick. So this kind of allowed me to also figure out the grapheme for the letter J here. So just kind of going through that. So then I came back up here and I'm like, okay, well, if this is the word stick, and I thought that this word was either stick or stuck, does that mean that this is you, right? Would that be the grapheme for you? I still wasn't sure until I figured out some other things. So let's see, this, I think I just have that as an example. Those are graphemes that we figured out. All right. Then we have this guy, right? This guy comes up somewhere in the manual, and it's been our only clue as to how these things are really structured. So, let's see. I'll leave him up here, and then I'll go over here. Okay, first things first is trying to figure out writing the graphemes for these letters, or for these sounds, for these words. Initially, I thought it was maybe like think, and then afterwards, I was like, no, based on what I'm seeing here, this looks like two separate words. Now, normally in graphemes, there is a horizontal line to indicate which sounds belong to which words and are clumped together. But here that wasn't true. We don't have a horizontal line. And again, like I mentioned earlier, you can just like connect both halves. You don't have to write it with a line, but it becomes much more ambiguous if you do as to what is what. So based on the maximum possible structure of the grapheme here, what I saw was basically this shape ended here, and then there was a gap between what could be the next possible maximum structure of that first grapheme. So I'm like, clearly there's a space. This isn't just the word think. This is two separate words. So then if you're looking at it and you look underneath, they break it down a little bit, which is interesting. So we first have an arrow that is pointing to this like circle underneath our first grapheme. And immediately under that, you have two arrows kind of going between your upper and lower half. So your lower half here and your upper half arrows here. So my question was like swap, like that's an arrow where I would make them like switch places, swap the symbols. Looking at it after that, there's a couple other things that are pointed out here. So on our second line of that blue ink text, you can see that they write out some pieces, and then there's other pieces that are marked on the third line of this blue ink text. And at first I thought maybe those are like accents to something, and trying to figure out like, how do these extra pieces fit in, and how can you determine whether they're there or not? One thing that you can see in the actual like grapheme, so actually let me, here, right, this part, you can see here that there's this separation of the top and bottom there. Now you can't really see that anywhere else that I found. So the question is, how do you know that that's an accent part, and how do you know that it's not? Unless that section of the grapheme is always some kind of accent part, right? So the question was like, what is the top versus what is the bottom? Or like, what is the main section versus what accents go around the top of it? Eventually, through looking at this, I noticed like, hey, I'm missing a little bit of our line here. I was like, hey, wait a second. I know what this grapheme is. So here's all the different graphemes separated out. Here is, I color-coded them based on kind of what they're showing me on that first pen line. So I've got like these two shapes up top. So this and this that are being highlighted for some reason. I also have this circle that's being pointed out for some reason. So why do I have these base purple shapes and then additional blue shapes? Like, what's the difference between them? Then I started looking at, well, I know what some of those purple graphemes are, right? I know S, T, and K. And then I'm like, okay, is this stick? Is it stuck? If I have stick, how is stick different from stick, right? How is that stick different from this stick? And it's like, okay, well, this stick has a different accent thing on it. So this one has like an accent underneath versus the other stick has something there. So is one of these stick and one of these stuck? And then if I have an additional sound or an additional word, what could these two words possibly end up being? And so I came up with, well, it feels like it must be I'm stuck. So how are we getting from I'm stuck to this? I've got M, which I thought it was like, okay, that's maybe M, and then I have STK, I'm stuck. So kind of what I was able to reason out is that these are our consonant sounds, and the things that I thought were accents, I also for a while thought that they were capital letters, are actually the vowel sounds of these graphemes. And so the vowels and consonants are combined into one grapheme that you then have to go through. So I had the question, I know I'm about to have ads, the question up here, are graphemes a combination of consonants and vowels? And the answer to that is yes, they are. So then it became, how are the words structured? So if I have this, this symbol here, this like this up arrow over a lot of things, not only is it in just a stick, just a stick, a stick. How does it, how does that fit into, if I think that sound is like representing the word a or how do I put it in here? Well, if it's stuck, then it's got to be the sound. And then is it is it a schwa, is it the a? Trying to figure it out. Because of the a and the sound, I think it's just the schwa, if that's what it's called. Oh, I've got ad breaks going on. Okay, I'll chill for a minute. This game is crazy feeling. Like, just absolutely silly town. And I mentioned earlier, my friend Des, and I was like, sending Des pictures of like all my notes and like everything on Discord. Every time like I thought I had something figured out, I'm like, Des, what about this? Look at this. I think I figured this out. And he's just like, like very much not telling me anything, which I love about Des. I know different streamers have like different levels of how many hints they want, how much backseating they want. I never mind if something is like an honest guess from somebody who also doesn't know what's going on. I know Ferrier basically, like, I feel like plays a lot of these games with me, where, you know, we're going through it together and trying to figure out stuff, and like she has good ideas, so I'm like, ooh, yes. But for the most part, I am very much like a, please just no spoilers. Not even no spoilers. Don't give me any almost like information. Like I'm very hesitant to take that because there's so much joy that comes from figuring out puzzles and stuff like that. At least for me. Like I wake up in the mornings and like I enjoy doing the New York Times crossword, which I've got a little streak going. I've got the past 4 days without checking my puzzle. A lot of times when the puzzles get harder, I have to check the answers because I'll have a lot of things that are like incorrect that are kind of like giving me hang-ups on solving other clues from the crossword. And so, but right now I've got a Monday through Thursday streak of being able to solve the puzzles with no like hints or whatever. Just check and see how much battery power I have. As I mentioned, I kind of didn't charge this iPad, so we'll see how long it stays around, and hopefully it stays around for a little while. But I might have to plug it in, which means I have to unplug it from the computer where it's being shown. Oh, like I need like a good quick stretch. Everybody stretch. Everybody drink some water. Everybody get some snacks. Or do whatever. Alright, welcome back everybody from the ends. Alright. So then, if these are vowel sounds, which is what I believed, I was like, these gotta be vowels, these gotta be consonants in terms of our things, how do you know where the vowel goes? Right? Because if it's here, and this is the word stuck, then the U comes after the T. So it's attached to the T grapheme, and the sound comes after. But what about the word I'm? So if it's I'm stuck, then the I phoneme sound is coming first. How would that possibly be indicated? We got our boy, the circle. So from this, and going through other words, so basically like, I got that. Let's actually revisit this word. I was like, okay, well, if I now know what stick and stuck are, initially I thought that this was stick or stuck. Well, it can't possibly be stick or stuck. So what is it now? Well, now that I know where the vowel sounds are going, right? This is my I think my schwa sound. So then it became, if this is a schwa, what is the rest of this grapheme? It's got to be some kind of consonant sound. Well, if I have to put another consonant sound before the in stuck, what could it possibly be? So I'm like, is it struck? So, okay, perfect. Now we have the R phoneme, or sorry, the R grapheme. Okay, well, back when we were first decoding this language, we thought we were looking at the words roll and control. All right, great. We've got the words control. So here, right, we're going, whoop. Oh, yeah. We're going back here, right, to our good old boy controls. And we were, like, feeling pretty good about the fact that this was controls. And specifically that this was the phoneme for roll, which we can see appears, those exact same graphemes appear right here in the word control. So if we know that we have a K, we know that we have an First off, I wrote out like what is, I had to look into like, again, like the International Phonetic Alphabet. So writing this out in like the International Phonetic Alphabet, what would the word controls look like? What graphemes, what sounds am I looking for here? So I wrote in purple all of my consonant sounds. Then in blue, I wrote my vowel sounds. So again, control. So with this schwa appearing. And then I knew I had a long O sound in there somewhere. We had figured out, I think, Z. One thing that I found that was really interesting about Z and S is that they are opposite, they're mirror image graphemes of each other. So there's also some kind of like correlation between what the graphemes look like. They're not just arbitrary. Obviously, like L looks like an L. So it's kind of interesting to see that. So I had, at this point, I had K, I had TR, I had L, Z, from what we had figured out earlier. I just didn't have N. So N was like the one that I was missing in terms of what does that look like. Well, now that I know that some of these are vowels and consonants and those graphemes are combined, I can now figure out here which grapheme by breaking them down is what sound exactly. So here is kind of what it looks like when it's in color. So we know that this grapheme here is our K. We know that this is our schwa, our sound. This, we know is N now because it can't be anything else. We already had our T. Then we had our R. Now our R is kind of sneaking in here. One thing I want to do is erase that line so you guys can see a little bit more clearly what it looks like here. So we've got this initial kind of horizontal line going on here. So if this is the grapheme for R, then everything else around it has to be a long O. So now we have the grapheme for the long O sound. Oh, yeah, I know. My battery's getting lower. And then we have L and Z. So now we've got controls. Then I went for the information that we had on the beginning screen where we thought it said secret legend, and we were trying to, like, puzzle that out. Okay, because I'm trying to, like, work with what graphemes I already know. So I'm just going to put this back up. So if I have S, K, R, and T, then I know secret. And I figure out those vowel sounds. So whatever is extra on top of those graphemes has to be the grapheme for the vowel sound that comes after those consonants. So now we have a long E, we have an I. I did the same thing with legend, and just figuring out here, you can see it's the exact same, let me do it in red. This same grapheme for the sound. This is a short E. So then it was like, okay, all right, well, now that I've got that and I've got some things, I've got a whole page here of my phonemes and graphemes. So here's my phoneme. This page is all of my consonant sounds. And then my vowel phonemes and graphemes, which I've done in blue. So I've been slowly going through and trying to figure out what they all are and how I can decode them. So I've gone through and I was like, okay, let me start with maybe, I don't know, this page and see if we can like figure out what some of these things are. So where it says East Forest, I then wrote the graphemes of here. I know that I've got a small circle underneath the very first grapheme, so the vowel sound comes first to there. So I have what I think is the sound. N. I have T. Again, two consonants that I've seen often. So it's ent, and then a vowel sound. So ent. So I'm like ent. ter? Is it like that R-controlled vowel sound, which is apparently written with this U with the caret over it. So I'm like, is it enter? This incredibly common word, I talked about this last time. This one felt so common, this little short grapheme, and I was like, it's got to be a very common word. Both this and the sound, which you can see next to Hero's Grave, that just like single up arrow or caret. These have to be two of the most common words. And what are some of the most common words? And the. So from that, we can figure out, well, is this the TH, the, combined with the schwa vowel sound? But enter the what? Enter the what? I don't know. I don't yet have this vowel sound or this consonant sound at the beginning. I do have the second consonant sound, which is D, and then the last consonant sound, which is Z. So enter the Z. Enter the woods? Ah, kill a ducky! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, so that's a W. Yes, let's go. Okay, enter the Okay, hang on. Yes, let's go. All right, let me get my doodads. So I've been sitting here going woods, book, bush, woods. The sound, right? Sounds the same. So is that my double O? Right? Is that my double O? Oh, now we're bebopping. Okay, let me. Now we put these. Okay, do. All right. Wait, where's my Where's my Did the page show it as you? Hang on. Was it a U sound? Oh, yeah. No. Short vowels. There's mug. It has U and oo. Oh, sorry. There it is. Yeah. So I have a U and an oo. Or and and monkey. Flood, is the U, versus book, bush, could, so a little more of like a closed mouth, like a So I think it's with two O's. But I think I forgot to put two O's on my page here. So we'll pop it in. Hang on. So, and then got this, and I said it was, and then, was it just that, or was it the full bottom, or is it a little L? Okay, that's it. So that's that, and then we have just the, like, up, or the down-facing chevron on the top is W. Enter the... nope, didn't go there. Enter the woods. Okay. All right, into the woods. So then, after that, I was like, okay, so what is Hero's Grave? So that one I was able to kind of already do. So it was and then sword, and then I had L and Z already, so I'm thinking this is the long I sound, so lies. A sword lies. I have T. It has a circle, so the vowel sound has to come first. So what would come first before T? You'd maybe have it, or at, or out. But I was like, I feel like it's a sword lies at. That makes the most sense. I knew this short grapheme At the end here was the. And then this one I didn't know. This one is still maybe a question mark because, again, the only one that I really had locked in was the R sound. But considering it's the hero's grave, a sword lies at the grave. That is where we found the sword. So that feels like maybe it's right and it fits. So I locked in tentatively some of these sounds. And that's as far as I've gotten. So it's it's taken me a really long time to get here. But here we are, which I've managed to cover in like 45 minutes. Even though this took me like days of work and days of thinking. So the real question is, what do we want to decode? Because I definitely don't have all of the graphemes. I need more graphemes. So I was hoping that we could just chill and maybe this is boring that I don't actually want to play the game right now. It's so hard. But yeah, it's like what can we sort out? Like, should we do like I don't know if we should do like a longer thing of text, like a paragraph of text, or should we like maybe just do some short things like this? Let's try this. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm just gonna give us a nice big long line, and I'm gonna start marking in where and what our graphemes look like here. Okay, so we've got this is going to be our first grapheme. After that we have, is this an N? I'll give it one little space in between because it's going to be that this is the consonant sound and then this is the vowel sound. We got to make sure we know that our vowel comes first here. And then we've got, it's going to be the end of that word. We got more stuff over here. So let's get a bigger thing. Okay. So this is going to be our vowel sound. And then inside that we have our consonant sound. This consonant, no, that's an S. Okay, so we've got that, and then we've got another one. Our next grapheme, again, starting with that horizontal line that was so hard to figure out. Oh, this is an interesting one because it's got this extra doodad for a vowel sound. This, is that a K? Okay, and then we have something in parentheses next to it. So let's try this one. Maybe this isn't the most exciting stream I've ever done, but it is incredibly satisfying, I must say. Oh, that's one of them. Come on. There we go. Okay. Alright. So let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. So here we're gonna have a consonant sound, a vowel sound, because of the green circle, and then a consonant sound. I'm pretty sure this first one is R, right? So top line down this and this. So that's going to be R. And then I don't know if I have these vowel sounds here. So let's go check our thing. So it's like a full top section and then just 2 bits on the bottom. So whatever this vowel sound is, I don't have it yet. The next vowel sound is just that bottom arrow, which is the short I. So this one here, this short down arrow. So we have that much. And then I have N, right? Yeah, N. So I have R, and then a short I sound, which is I, hang on. Igloo, England, sieve, busy, in. So, ruin, ooh. But how was ooh different than... This is the hard part. How was ooh... Ooh is the U with 2 dots, like moon. Ruin. Ooin. Ooin, maybe? That's not ow or oi. Ruin. This is like 2 separate vowel sounds. That could be it. That could be it. Ruin, maybe? I don't know what else it could be. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. What other vowel sounds? Hang on. We're there. You guys should see me. This is what I do when I'm sitting here by myself trying to decode this. I'm just sitting here making like weird vowel sounds. I feel like ooh is a good one. Moon. Rowan. No. Reen. That would be ruin. So that wouldn't be it. I feel like ruin has to be it. Okay. So maybe we have ruin, but why would it say ruin? I thought this would be like a you are here, doodad. Let me see. Let me just double check what this one is. I believe it's an S, actually. Right, because it's the opposite of the Z that I have here. Secret, yeah. So that one is... Alright, real quick, let me also just write this. This one has no circles. So we've got consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel on this one. So we've got S. And then is this the K again? K? I believe. Yeah, that's a K. Like, some of them I'm starting to, like, recognize. I wonder, too, if I'll be able to, like, read this fluently, or if this is going to take me some, like, time to figure out. Let's see. So now we need those vowel sounds. So this one starts at the top and goes all the way around the outside. This one, whatever's happening here, I'm pretty sure I don't have whatever that is yet. The other thing we can look for will be our next one. Oop. Which is going to be just sound. Ruin. Okay. Ruin. All right, let's see what we got back on our vowel page. Okay, here we go. Starts in the top middle, right? Starts in the top middle and goes all the way around. So it's a long E. It's a long E. So seek, ruin, seeker. Wait, is this the same as oh, it is the same as enter. That's gotta be That's gotta be Did I have that on my page? Okay, I hadn't put that one in yet. Ruin seeker? Is that me? I'm the ruin seeker? What does that mean? Okay, hang on. Let's get it in here. And then both at the bottom. Ruin seeker. And then something in parentheses. Maybe it's the me. No. So ruin seeker. I feel pretty confident about that now. All right. So we have ruin seeker. And then we've got this. I don't know that I have either of these, but we'll check. Kind of looks like the R, but it's a backwards looking R. And then starts all the way over and only goes to middle bottom for the vowel sound. This one starts all the way over but goes all the way around. The A, short A, starts all the way over but then doesn't go quite far enough. So whatever that vowel sound is, I don't have it. And I need the mirror image of R, which I don't have yet. So whatever that is, I can't decode that because I don't have any of the sounds for that grapheme. I don't have any of the associated phonemes. But ruin seeker? Ruin seeker. Interesting. Okay. What else? I forgot to click back over to the game where we could actually maybe enjoy some of the sounds. There's also still this. I still think these dots next to prize and treasure, they also appear here. I still feel like this is something else. Like, is this another grapheme for sounds? Also, I do feel like this bottom, all these bottom graphemes here in bomb, I feel like it just says ow, 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 ow. I think it's the owl sound. The owl vowel. So I'm like, would it be more interesting to like try and figure out some of this? The other thing that we have going on here is stuff like this. Stuff like this where things are kind of... Oh, let me get you a better image of it. Stuff like this where things are like all swirled together. You know? Yeah. That part is interesting. Like, would it be cooler to do some of the stuff on this page? Or like big words? What's on page 20 and 23? You know what? No. No, we might be able to figure that out. Let's see. What's on page... Let's do 20 first. So, 20 here, we have our schwa. Oh, but it's more than that. It's not the schwa. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Oh no. That means I might have to like play the game. But it's so hard now. Okay, so this is a top arrow and a bottom arrow vowel sound. But the consonant is K. And then there's some kind of vowel sound. And then this and this is D. And this is either S or Z. It's Z. KDZ. Kids? Cats? Kids? Coods? Cat. It's amazing when you're like, I don't know, what are vowels even? Cat. Cat. Egg. Bread. Berry. Kids. No, not the sneaker kids. Kids. But it's not a short I. It's not a short I because we already have short I, and short I is just bottom arrow. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Orange. Swan. Cods. Cuds. Coulds. Coulds be. Cades. No. Keeds. No, because it'd be like keys. It'd just be like K-E-Z if it were keys, right? Kides. Open. Brooch. Codes. Okay. Coods. No. Cudes. No. Coids. No. Cows. Back was on phone call. Okay. Cows. Not cows. I hate the schwa. We know it's not the schwa. Could be an R. Air. Cards. Cards. It could be cards or codes. Cards or codes. Those are both words. Curds. Calds. No, that's not a word. Curds. No. Curds. No. Okay. So this word is either cards or codes. Possibly. Let me see if I have either of those graphemes. O. I don't have O. R. I don't have R either. So it could be codes or cards. So what would be on page 20? Let's check. Oh, it's cards. It's cards. Hey, guess what? It's cards. No! don't! Killer Dog, you don't laugh at that. It's cards. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so, but that's okay, because we learned... I thought I didn't have the page for some reason. I thought I was going to have to, like, look at... No, the cards have codes on them. Yeah. But I don't think it's codes, which sucks. But we have R. We have the R sound now. Okay, so this is cards. Okay, that's okay. We solved something. Okay. Then what's... Okay, first off, do I have page 23 so I don't do that to myself again? Ooh, I don't have page 23. I have 24 and 21, so we're missing the 22, 23 page. We kind of know that this is about praying. I wonder if that symbol is similar to... I don't know, let's check it out. Is that the same symbol? My brain's already forgotten it. I don't know, let's find it. Okay. Let's see. So we're starting off with... That's such a short... What? That's not right. That's not the beginning of the grapheme. The grapheme is... The first one is this. That's the first grapheme. Oh, no, it's not. It's this. Okay. And then... The second grapheme is an R. Right, so... It's a little easier for me to look at. I'm a little sad, though, that the word was cards and not codes. I really wanted some codes for this game. I really wanted some, like, secret codes. Put in them Konami codes. Okay. So we have consonant, consonant, vowel sound, consonant sound. All right. I don't think I have this first consonant. G looks kind of similar, but that's not it. Because G has like an extra doodad on it. I don't really have much else that looks like that. Okay. I know the second was an R. Just a single line and just the bottom arrow for vowel sounds. I think that's A. Yeah, long A sound. And then I, a short I sound. Let's see. There's an A, short I, and then this grapheme I definitely don't have. Do we think it could be P? Oh, do we think actually it could be praying? Praying? Ray. No. What is the short I sound? You would think I've never heard a vowel in my life. But you never think of it this way. Ing, England, pray, ing, praying. Because we know that ing and G is its own thing. And it's about praying. That we know that page, or at least the next one, page 24, is about prayer. My beloved Paris, how is it going? Ferrior, welcome. Welcome to the Octagon. We're decoding. We're doing well. We haven't played anything actually in the game. Just decoding. Alright, so now we have, we think, the P and the NG sound, which is great, because we didn't have those before. So let's lock those in. Okay, let's do P. So P is this one. And then NG is going to be that second one. Buddy, I've been in meetings and classes since 3:30. It's 8:10 my time. I am exhausted and hungry. No, Farrah, you're totally fine. How was... You went to the Capitol today, yes? Did you stay warm? How were your fleece-lined tights? How'd they treat you? It's a complicated symbol. Wait. Is it N and G... It's N and G together. It's the N grapheme and the G grapheme make ing. Ing. They're good. They're good. Okay, so now we know what those two say, though. We know we have cards and praying. Went to the Capitol yesterday. Oh, okay. It was wonderful. I was exhausted then, too. My fleece-lined tights were so perfectly warm. Oh, yay! Ooh, what's on page 41? Okay, first off, do we have page 41? Oh. I have 40 and 41. Ooh. I don't know what... Yeah, I don't know what that says. Because, again, they start jumbling up the letters, and it gets confusing. Alright, let's take a look. It's the. We know that. We know the first grapheme there is the. Alright, so I'm going to skip the, because we already have the. Right, okay, let's do the next grapheme. Just one. Alright, so we know... Oh, we have up arrow... and down arrow. And we just learned that that was something. And then we have... Is this a new consonant grapheme? Because it looks like P, but it has an extra doodad on it. Not even back to your apartment yet? Oh no. But at least you had a good time. So today's just meetings and classes. That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, hurry back to your apartment as soon as you can safely. And in the meantime, you can ride on the bus, question mark, with us. Let's see. This. This. Ooh, and this one has an extra doodad here. Okay. And then what is the consonant sound here? Oh, this is NG again, right? No, this is not NG. Because NG had the top piece. This is not NG, but it's similar. So the... Alright, let's focus on this. What's the vowel sound here? R. And then whatever the vowel sound is, it's R. And then this looks like P, but with an extra doodad. But it's different than G. G, the bottom doodad goes the other way. So P, G, Do they have something in common because... Girl, I'm trying. You're doing wonderful, Fairy. I was like, do they have something in common because P and G both go below the line, like, that you write words on, like swamp, right? The P, quarry, they both dip below that, like, bottom line of font. There's probably a word for that. I wish I was on the bus. Oh, no. Maybe this is why. Yar? The yar? Maybe it's like a P, but upside down. The bar? The... Wait, why don't I have K on here? We know what K looks like. Right, that's K. Yeah, that's K. Okay. The char, the char, R. The far something, bar something. We're getting, whoa! I didn't realize how many of these things we have. The har. The thar. I don't think it's the. We already have a the sound, but do we think the is voiced or unvoiced, or do we think it really truly matters here? Do we think the game is that complicated? It could be. Thongs, the, feather, there, voiced? The voiced TH sound, we think, for the. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're not really sure what that one is. It could be... bar. Far. And then we don't know what this one is, right? So this is a consonant and then a vowel. And I'm pretty sure I don't have that consonant sound either. Let's see. Also, how am I doing on battery? Not good. 2%. Okay. So what do we don't know what this is. I don't know what do I know what the vowel sound is? So cold. It looks like A, but it has an extra, like, line on it. So I don't have that vowel sound yet either. The far... I feel like far is more likely than bar. And if I have to combine an unused consonant with an unused vowel, the far shore... The far shore, because I don't know if this is right. Oh no, what's that? What did I do? Shore, or is a sound? Oh, thank goodness I'm on a bus now. Yay. Somewhere in here is a picture. I think that's technically of the ruined atoll, but this, right? Where it's like you're looking at the thing. Oh, it is the ruined atoll, but the far or. I love the unprompted hi chat and hi fairy from baby. That's the thing. He'll go to bed and he'll just be like, bye chat, bye chat, bye chat, bye chat the whole time. And I'm like, buddy, I appreciate it, but you gotta calm it down. Do we think this is shore? The far shore? Where is the far shore? Do we think Paris, you got cute little pigtails? I do. Cute little pigtails, my cute sweater, and I got incredibly flowy pants on. Oh, with a carrot over it. I think it's shore. The far shore. What is the far shore? Okay. The far... Nope, that's not a question mark. The far shore? Oh, dang. Okay, alright. I'm gonna have to unplug the iPad for a hot minute. Because it really needs to charge. It is down to 1%. So, I'm gonna turn that off for a second. Okay. So okay, real quick though. I got pants. They're like big flowy pants. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And they kind of almost look like you're wearing like a skirt, but they're big and flowy. And I got them in purple and blue. And I'm obsessed with them. And if anybody else wants them, they are at, I don't know, it's like a store in our mall called Earthbound. I think they're like a company, like a chain. Earthbound Trading. But I have big flowy pants, big comfy sweater, got crunched by my chiropractor today, and I got my cute pigtails in. Nothing can stop me. All right. So the next question becomes, what would be the most useful information? Right? What would be the most useful information to translate? Cute Paris? Oh, thank you. I have fully embraced big pants. All right, so the most helpful information. First off, what is that? I guess I can technically still have my notes up. Paris is unstoppable. Yep. And I've done all of this work decoding a language over the past week. Okay, so I have... So I'm looking at that... let's see. Here we go. I'm looking at that grapheme right there in the middle of the... What do you call them? Laurels, right? That's what you wear. So I'm looking at that. I'll move it more towards the middle of the screen. So, not an L, because it's got an extra doodad. Referring to the list of... Well... I don't yet have that vowel consonant either. And the second one is entirely a vowel sound. So what two vowel sounds am I looking at there? Because it would be consonant and then... I don't think I have that first vowel sound, but the second vowel sound is O, long O. Long O. Long O, like O, open, O, O. First I was like hero, so I don't have H yet. But I have E, the long E sound. It's not that, and there's no R. Oh. I wish I walked as fast as the other people could have caught the sooner bus, but alas, I am slow, girl. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I feel like I'm such a slow walker. Although I must say, now that I have freed up my legs by investing in loose pants, I'm a little bit quicker, I think. It used to be that my legs were in, like, leg jail. O. What would be a good sound to go before O that I don't have? U? My side is G. Ugh. Mug. Flood. Trouble. Oh. That doesn't seem quite right. Air. Oh, it could be like one of the sounds with R. Eru. A square, pair, air. It's not oo. Oh, arrow. Harrow. Shh. Chero. Barrow. Pharaoh. Yarrow. No. Uh. Ooh. Wait, didn't we have ooh? Or we haven't done ooh yet. Ooh-o? Ooh-o. No. Ow. Owo? Oyo? Oyo boyo. We think we have or. Ear? Eero? Arrow? Ouro? Ooh. Ooh. Ad break in progress. Okay. Oh. Oh. Arrow. Arrow feels like a thing, but what vowel or what consonant would you put before it? Yarrow. It's not marrow. It's not man. Sharrow, Chero, Jarrow, Barrow. Barrow? Isn't a barrow something? The excavation of Hobbs' barrow? Is it barrow? I picture like a burial mound. What is a barrow? Yeah, prehistoric burial mound, which one might find next to a cathedral? I don't know. Yeah, I know it's ad breaks, but I'm still thinking. I can't not think. I don't know what else to talk about. Aside from the fact that I do kind of have to go to the bathroom. But I'm currently unwilling to walk through the house until the baby is officially down for bed. Because if I go walking through and I like wake him up again, it's just going to make things like that much worse. And I don't want to distress him. He really, really always wants me in bed for bedtime, and it's like so hard. Barrow. Could be. Could be. I don't know. Pee break? I know. I probably should. Maybe I can do it really quietly. Okay. Fine. IBRB. It's the Desred! It's the Desred! Hello! How's it going, everybody? I know. Already during the bathroom break. What timing? Who's here? Oh my goodness, Des! Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. Who we got? We got Ethan. We got Enzo. We got Camilla. We got Fishother. We got Owen. Owen's here with also but yeah, I was gone piss girl. We got Medio. We got all sorts of people. Hello, everybody. Hello. Spoilers for Tunic. Just as a heads up. Spoilers for Tunic. We are, I don't know how far in the game, but we're doing like big ol' things. If you guys aren't familiar with the game Tunic, it's like if you were Link in The Legend of Zelda, but instead of being like a Hylian man, you were a fox. And instead of playing the game normally, it's got like a Dark Souls. Oh yeah, I forgot. The thing's out of date. I gotta fix that. Big old Big Top things going on. Did you guys find Big Top? Did I guess one? I don't remember. I was kind of like in and out while I was trying to like eat dinner and get ready for a stream. Big Top. I don't know. I like Big Top. Big Top never appeared, I fear. Oh, sadness. Boo. What is Big Top? Big Top's an elephant? Is that correct? No Big Top. Oh, no. All right. Oops, sorry. There's... don't look at this. Don't... You don't see anything here. There. Yeah, Big Top is a lazy elephant. Surprise. Those dang elephants who are lazy at the circus doing a whole lot of nothing all day. Everybody say hi, Hannah. It's Miss Hannah. Hello. Hello. Hi, old lady. This is Hannah, my cat. One of my cats. She is 16 years old. And she's hanging in there like a cute Hannah banana. Hi. Oh, the scritchies. Oh, the whiskers so long. And I've got a Lucy. Hi, Loose Goose. Hi, Loosey Goosey. Hi, Miss Hannah. What? Everybody decide to come visit me? Kitty kitties, come here. You want to come up? Or can you not come up because Hannah's here? Who knows? These silly kids. Oh, I love that. I love that emote. That's so cute. Very, yeah. Thank you for those are my girls. Those Hannah and Lucy. Yeah, the cats are so cute. Thank you. They're getting up there. Like I said, Hannah's 16 and Lucy is 12, 11, 12. So yeah, please don't bite me though. I'd love it if you didn't bite me while I'm very nicely petting you. The problem is I've been petting her for more than like 30 seconds. So the chances of me getting bit are increasing by the second right now. And I'm actually a little nervous, but I think we're in a good mood. Hannah loves to bite me. I don't know what it is. But yeah, okay, sorry. We're playing Tunic. So it's like if you were a cute fox playing Legend of Zelda, and but you don't actually know what's going on because everything's in a language you don't understand. And also it's like Dark Souls where you rest at a shrine and all the enemies come back. Maybe I am delicious. I probably am. Because you know what else loves me? Freaking mosquitoes, man. I'm like the mosquito attractor. Maybe I'm just really delicious. Oh, you have a little mat. We'll get rid of that. I bet Paris tastes so good. I don't know what I would taste like. Iced tea, maybe. That's what I would taste like. Yeah, that's a good girl. But yeah, meets Dark Souls, meets, what did you call it? Metroid Brainia? I had like never heard that term before you told me, but I feel like it so distinctly encapsulates this genre of things where you learn things as you go along. So spoilers. Yeah, Metroid Brainia. Where it's like you progress not because you get abilities that allow you to get to different areas, but because you gain knowledge. Yeah, interconnected puzzles in a big world, but you gain knowledge that allows you access to do more things and go more places. One of the big things in this game is I'm gonna swing on back to like the beginning of book. Everything's in a weird language. Alright, everything's in a weird language. For anybody who doesn't want spoilers, we are currently working on translating some of the journal. So if you don't want to see anything or learn anything or know anything, this is your chance to exit now before we do stuff. Got so cold on the bus all of a sudden. Oh no. Alright, so what we were trying to do is maybe find what would be, that's the quarry, the cathedral. What would be most advantageous for us to translate? So, oh, hey, since I went piss, my thing, Elgato, do you see it? Elgato, Elgato, are you aware? There you are, Elgato. Thank you. Oh, there's like a weird bar. Why is there a bar? Elgato. ¿Por qué, Elgato? ¿Por qué? Hang on. Elgato. Oh, I just got it. Yeah, Elgato was just on stream. That is true. All right, Elgato. Properties. Please capture my window. Perfect. As one would say if they were a cat. All right. We are in the middle of decoding. So we've got a lot of things. Why you always lie? Oh. I don't know anything, but I will stay. Sure, Des. Sure. My Elgato just decided to dive bomb my tea. Boucheron, no! Get down, Mr. President. Oh, no. I gotta say, my two cats, for the most part, are very good cats. It's not very often they, like, go crazy and, like, knock things over. They know they're allowed on the computer desk. They know they are not allowed on the kitchen counters. So neither of them ever attempts to be on the kitchen counters or the dining room table or They basically know they're allowed on the desk and that's it. So I typically don't have to worry too much about stuff getting just like whoosh, dive bombed. Doesn't Fairy know it's on fight? No, it's on fight. My heart can't take it. All right. Not that. The Cathedral. Let's see if we can find something that's going to be useful in our game. So, here we go. The. All right, the first word is the. The second word here is an S. And we have that next shape, S-E-C. The seat. The, like a la SpongeBob. The. Then Des should try. Des doesn't look punchable at all. There's nothing about Des that looks punchable. Des is a very handsome man. The. Okay, so I think it's S-E. And then, that's not D. Seat. T. It's the seat. The seat? The seat or the seat? The seat. I don't know what the next one is. It starts with the sound. The schwa. I hate the The. We talked about this last time, Paris. The handsomeness is part of the punchability. I don't think so. I don't think so. Des is a wonderful person. Speaking of which, how do I? Nope, that's not how I do shoutouts. Shoutouts. Detective Des, did I do it? Ah, there's Des. Des been doing Animal Crossing and making up weird mysteries and leaving clues and having fun. So if you're not following Des, I don't know what you're doing with your life. He said he was punchable. Des is not punchable. Let's see. The seat. The seat of... Ooh, do we have of... Oh, is this a V? Do I have... Oh, I already have V. I already have V. Of... I could have done a shout out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot how it works. The seat of... The seat of... The seat of The seat of If you were just a single little... Oh, I don't know. Okay, we have and then a vowel sound. And then another vowel sound? The seat of Mason's wet hole. No. No, we think get out of here with that energy. There's no Mason's wet hole here. The seat of power? No, it's not pow. Ow. 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 Ow is a sound. Ow is a sound. Ow is a sound. Ow, 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 ow. Pow. Pow. Okay. Where's ow? Ow. Ow. Is this ow? I always feel like I get the right phoneme, but then I don't. Ow. Ow. Cow. Ow like cow. Ow. Ow. Pa. Pow. Pow. Okay. Ow, discovered. Ow. Okay. I wasn't sure, but I was thinking it was ow. Oh, okay. Come on, Paris. The people are counting on you. Okay. Got up to clean the tea off my keyboard and Bouche took my chair. Oh, no. Oh, Boucheron, why? I mean... Yeah. I don't know. Taking chairs is fun. Ah! Paris is in pain. I just keep saying, ow, someone call a doctor. I am a doctor. Not really, but sort of. I have a doctor degree. That was actually his plan the whole time, is if I knock something down, then Ethan has to get up, and then the warm chair that he's been sitting in is mine. Smart cat. Okay, the seat of power. Okay, the seat of power. And then we have this janky thing. It's not G. The seat of power. What is this next grapheme? It is... What did I say this was? Did I say shore? Yes. I think this is shore. The seat of power. That's what I call my big fat juicy ass. The seat of power. Paris learned a full year of linguistics and phonetics in like a week. I wouldn't say that, but I started off with that like intro to linguistics textbook, and then it was way too complicated, and then I just found some other helpful documents. Wikipedia. Okay. The seat of power. That's the power of Paris. Not wrong. Okay, I said that this phoneme, no, this grapheme, this consonant grapheme here in purple, which matches up with our fifth word here, we think that that is an F. Because we thought that maybe this said the far shore, but we're missing a lot of confirmed phonemes. If it were, it would be F, and then the vowel sound would be or. So it could be for. The seat of power for. Okay, so I think we can lock in F and these two. So let's put those on our chart. We're getting really close, you guys. All right, did I get that right? Yeah, that's the F. We've got SH is like a Y up top and then a chicken foot at the bottom. Y up top. Chicken foot at the bottom. When is Covenant of the Chicken Foot coming out? And then we need our blue one. So we need... Let me make this smaller. Okay, so I've got or and R. R I already had. Or. Let's get or locked in if I didn't already. Alright. Okay, it comes down the side. Then one. Then this. Or. Okay. The seat of power for the. And then that's F again. That's F again. But then what? A? Do I have A? I have A. I have... What else do I have? I have a T at the end. I have ST, right? ST. F. FST. Ah. Guess where I am, y'all? Are you back home, Fairy? If so, welcome home. The seat of power for the... God, let me make sure I don't have this grapheme. They're so hard to tell sometimes. All right, we've got a single line up there. Oh, we do have that. For... Busted out the keycap puller. I'm deep cleaning my keyboard. Can't wait for 30 minutes from now when I regret having to put it all back together. Yeah, my current keyboard, like, I can see some stuff stuck under there, but I'm also like, I don't think I want to know. I think we'll just leave that a mystery. It's one mystery I won't solve is what's in my keyboards. I don't want to know. If you guessed the warmth of my own apartment, you were correct. Yay! welcome home, fairy. All right. Fur. First. The seat of power for the first... is just a vowel. Air? Ear? Air makes more sense than ear. Because if it... I'm trying to think of like what vowel... That's only a vowel sound at the end. The seat of power for the first air? Air to the air. 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 Air to the air. The seat of power for the first air. Nothing about that sounds like I should be in here. And yet, this is where I am. Okay, well, okay, hang on. Let's grab... Okay. The seat of power for the first air. Maybe that explains why this game is incredibly difficult. Alright, let's see, it's S, and then... Ow. The sound... What is that one? What's that third one? The sound of... I don't think I have this one yet. This one looks like the opposite of P. The sound of... Okay, let me grab the vowel, which would be ah. The sound of ba, ha, cha, ya. The sound of ba is an N. The sound of ba, bench. Nope, it's not she. It's not shush. It's t. It's T with the vowel. T with the vowel. T with the bottom. Sh. Have you written hog in Tunic script yet? No, I haven't. How would you phonetically hog? What would be our ha E, I, O. What was I saying? Ha, Do not laugh at me. Husband, do not laugh at me, Mr. Spaceship. Hog. Hog. Hog, 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 hog. No. Oh, wait, no. What is cat, plaid, egg, shut up. Or, ow, ow. No, I don't, well, that one's not on my list. Is it? Oi, ow, R. Am I missing some vowels? Ow. Ow. Haug? That would be haug, right? Nope. Very. Making noises. Ha, oh, I, this page in the background is not my notes. This is a handout I found. This is kind of how we got Mason's wet hole. It's true, me just making like a bunch of like letters and sounds and things. Ah. Oi, ow, air, aw. Oh! Hog. I don't have H. I don't have a huh. I can't hog. Now the g. Hog. Do I have aw? Where's my aw? Wait. Uh-oh. Or, aw. Ball. Hour, for, aw, ta, war, aw, bought, aw, sauce. Word, more, door, for, ball. Those are two separate sounds. Yeah, all I got's og. And I'm not even sure I have that with it. all we have is og. Possibly. But if we keep translating, maybe we can find an H. The sound of hog. No. It must be the DLC. What did I say? The sound of... We don't know. This is the word I was on. The sound of... The sound of... I don't know that vowel or that consonant. A. What is A? What is just short A? What is short A? Ah. And then we say orb. Did I say orb? I don't think I said orb. Thought I heard an orb. That's partially me. I don't really like to be referred to solely as orb. That's fair. Okay. I thought we had that double arrow pointing grapheme. Ah! Go away. It's not No, go away, notifications. Oh, is it ing? Ing. 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 N. T. Ing. Anting. The sound of chanting. There it is. The sound of chanting. Oy. Okay. The sound of chanting. In the sound of chanting in Mason's wet hole. The sound of chanting in I don't think I have this next consonant. The sound of chanting in... What's the vowel? E. The sound of chanting in... But it's not... Oh, it is the. Oh, it is the. The sound of chanting in the... The fact that they do the and the... Crazy. And then, yeah, what is that last one? Again, that's just a sound. That's just a vowel sound. Air. The sound of chanting in the air. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. The sound of chanting in the air. This is the white Mexican accent. Yeah. Let's see. The sound of chanting, Mason's wet hole. Okay, the sound of chanting in the air. Y'all, this isn't gonna actually, I think, help me survive. Which is unfortunate. Because it still doesn't take away the fact that this game got way harder. Okay. Okay, well, we did that. God, is this what this game is gonna be? Des, is this what you did for the game? Did you do this? Seat of power for the air, the sound of chanting in the air, the crowd erupts in sound so full when Paris says Mason's wet hole. You did do a lot of this. There's a part of me that's like, is it cheating? Not cheating. It's just a big shortcut, basically. Where it's like, when I find out all of the graphemes... Can I just, like, look up a translated version of this? Yeah, if you already... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not cheating if I already know what to do. But I still haven't solved all of the graphemes. So I'm going to hold off on doing that for now. But I'm like, we're so close. Okay. At the same time, there's a part of me that wonders if I can become fluent in Tunicese. What is this? What have you linked here, Des? Oh, look at you. Mm-hmm. That will speed things up without looking stuff up, too. At the same time, there's a part of me, too, that's like, could I become fluent in the language? Like, I'm getting closer to recognizing a lot of the graphemes. All right, number 2. That's an L. L. Top and bottom arrows. Lair. A large, because it's J. A large. A large che. A large cham. A large cham. What is that? Large cham. What's the vowel sound? A large cham. Just a large cham, y'all. Large cham. A large chamber. A large cham clouder. Good old cham clouder. A large chamber. Is this my B? Do I get a B? A B for me? Thank you. Have always wanted one. It's perfect. A large chamber. Okay. A large chamber. A large chamber filled. A large chamber filled I, with. Is TH voiced unvoiced just kind of opposites? It might be. A large chamber. Cham Clouder, famous sponsor of Drawfee, featured here in Tunic. Cham Clouder here? A large chamber filled with the... no. Semel, Zep. S. E, short E. Still want to raid Drawfee with the gnome. We absolutely should make that happen sometime. Which means you would have to stream on, like, what, on Monday? Drawfee streams on Mondays? Or Wednesday, Sundays for Secret Sleepover Society? E. Hang on, what's the short E? Egg, airy, and, said, meh, nope. Smell. A large chamber filled with the smell of... Nope. Vowel sounds. Arn. Right, that's an N. R. Nope, that's top and bottom. I need just bottom arrow. In. Ins. What is that? What is that vowel? What is that vowel? What is that vowel? Is that This one might go better untranslated. You're not wrong. Ed, egg, with the smell of Who's that? Kelsey! Hi, Kelsey. Welcome in. Thanks for doing the Daily Zoomies. We're translating a language. I think we're having fun. A large chamber. Oh, yeah, you're right, because it's the N and then S. Woo! Nice job, Farrah. So, there you go. It wasn't bad, Weethan. Yeah, that's true. Everybody say happy birthday, Kelsey. Kelsey's turning 29 is what I hear. As aren't we all really truly turning 29? I know I will be. But happy birthday, Kelsey. I will cry. Do it, I dare you. Okay, a large chamber filled with the smell of incense. Joining the 29 club. Happy 29th birthday. Alright, what else have we got? A sha. 29 for an amount of years. Stay blessed. Yeah. 23rd and 29th birthday. Okay, but I will truly be turning 29 this year. Sure. Aren't we all? I will be also turning 29 this year. I wish. That'd be amazing, actually. If I could turn 29 again. Alright, F. What letters did I have? Shaft. A shaft? A shaft. Okay. Next word. Shaft. A shaft. Duh. D. A shaft. D. Where's this going? What do you have me translate here, game? A shaft. D. A shaft defends. Is that shaft? It really looks like it. Right? Because it's F. Yeah. A shaft defends. I was going to say, if this is deep, girl, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, please, there cannot be any deep shafts going on in the manual. A shaft? I feel like I'm gonna like blush. Shaft defends. Into a shaft. Now it's not defends. A deep shaft in this good Christian Tunic stream. Yeah, there's no word for hog yet, but at least we have shaft. There you go. It can't be defends. Defend. What am I looking at here? It's not defends. It's D. I'm looking at. It's not R. It's not K. It's not V. Do I have this one? Descends. Oh, descends. Shaft descends into. Not ooh. 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 It's not ooh. A shaft. I can't keep saying the word shaft. Descends in. In. And then. I don't know if I have this vowel sound yet. In. To. Ooh. What's the ooh? Is the ooh, you umlaut? Ooh, moon. Into, it is ooh. Okay, so we found another vowel. Into. Okay. We're getting close here. Okay. A shaft descends into Mason Sweat Hole. Okay, I don't trust that emote. There it is. A shaft descends into L. Not L. Whatever the opposite of J is. Do I not have this one either? I have to have this one. It's like J, but opposite. Maybe it's Y. Angel Des is a liar. Kels. A shaft descends into. Okay. I don't know what that consonant is. The next consonant is an L. And then a vowel, which is A. But I'm always an angel. I believe Des. Yeah. Okay, so it's hall. Hall, maybe? Maybe that's our H. Maybe that's our H for hog. Hall. And then a K. N. I. All. What am I looking at here? Hang on. White's fine. I've got something I don't know, and then L A K N, and I've got a vowel I. That's short I. And then Z. S. S. That's not B, is it? It's not B. It looks like it would be like blackness. Cat, at. So do I have B wrong? Where did I think blackness is right, but where did I have my supposed B before? I said in a large chamber for number 2. But maybe it's not. In a large... Oh, I just completely wrote it wrong. I just completely wrote that wrong. How did I do that? Was I looking at the wrong... I think I was looking at the wrong thing, maybe? A large chamber, and then blackness. A shaft descends into the blackness. And then something 10. Something 10. B. B. Right, that's the B. B. By. A shaft descends into the darkness. Something by 10. Which that's a short A. At. Cat. Nope. Ack. Because it's got a circle, so it's A. K. Ack. T. Act. The A. Activate. Activate. E. Activated by 10. A shaft descends into the blackness, activated by 10. Alright, hang on. And then what did I say the other one was? Okay, so you are fluent now, Paris. I mean, I'm pretty close, I think. Yeah, ooh, true. Talk to Enzo about commissioning a Des Devil. That's what you do need. Des Devil would go very hard. 2 peanut emotes. Okay, and then I said a large chamber filled with the smell of incense. Okay. I want to get to the point where I can just, like, read it, though, you know? I feel like that would be, like, so cool. How long have I been doing this? 2 hours, 20 minutes? Oh. Peanut and peanut? If I had testicles, that's what I would call them. Peanut and peanut. Alright. A shaft descends into the blackness. So, hang on. Let's look at this. Here we go. So, 10. 10 is a power tower. So, a shaft descends into the blackness. Activated by 10. So, we have to get to 10. And then maybe it go down to 12. What is 9? Fascinated by 9. Because 9 itself is a letter. Nine is just TH, unvoiced. The Paris, that's the funniest thing. I just laughed so hard out loud. Sorry. What? If I had testicles, I'd call them Peanut and Peanut? Feels right. I don't know. But I don't. You can't name boobs that. That'd be a silly name. Okay. Alright, bring focus up here. Making a strong case for Peanut. This is 4 is N, not N. D. Door. Doorway. Doorway to. Doorway to. East. Is it Yeah, eastern. A doorway to eastern. Rooms. Doorway to eastern rooms. Wait, hang on. Not the Easter rooms. Eastern. Okay, doorway to eastern rooms. G. I need somebody better at technology to clip. If I had testicles, I'd call them Peanut and Peanut, but I couldn't name my boobs that. They'd be silly. Yeah, I can go back and clip that at some point. Yeah. Let's see. Or I need like a little command or whatever it is. Doesn't Medio have like a command where you just type in like exclamation point clip and it clips it or something? I forget how to do that. Yeah. And what am I looking at there? But I think Mix It Up can do that? Okay, cool. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Mix It Up command to clip. Yeah, I'm sure it can. Now I'm just kind of curious real quick. And then Twitch, clip, show info in chat, save. maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay, there you go. Now you have exclamation point clip. If you would ever like to clip things. All right. Cool. There you go. Tool created. That was an easy one. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. For A. G. And then what is that next? R. A. Gray. Goes almost all the way around, starting. A group. A group. Oh, wow. A group. The fact that we still don't have an H sound is kind of killing me here. I just want a hog. V. Oh, a group. Of. A group of. L. A group of. I don't know this vowel. A group of L. S. T. A group of law. A group of A group of lost. So we've got our sound, our short O. Okay, a group of lost. G again. Nope, it's not G, it's F. A group of lost. F. Friends. A group of lost friends. A group of lost friends. Covet. A group of lost friends. Covet. Is that my long E again? A group of lost friends covet the. Eel. Elec. Right, because it's my long E, L, K. No, but before K. Elec. Alexa? No. What is that last word on 4A? It's a long E. Alexa, right? It can't be Alexa. But it's... What am I doing here? E, L... And the next one is a vowel sound. It's a short I. E, le, I. And then that's a K. Yep, that's a K. Because it's vowel, consonant, consonant vowel, and that consonant is S. I think I got that last vowel wrong. It wasn't it was elixir. Elixir. A group of lost friends covet the elixir? What the hell is happening in this place? What the? I know. Let's see. B. The... B... A... The... BAP? The BAP. The BAP. Right? B, A, P, the BAP, not shush, the BAP, T, I, Z, D, the baptize, the BAP, queening out with the girls and coveting the elixir. What are you doing this weekend? I'm coveting the elixir. The baptize. The baptize. The bap. The bapt. I. Z. M. The baptismal. The baptismal. The baptismal? The baptismal. J. Not J. G. Not G. The baptismal. F. The baptismal. Font? The baptismal font? Like a fountain? Like some kind of fountain with baptismal water? Like a holy water? Baptismal font? The baptismal font. Comic Sans. What did I say? 4B? That's 4B, but 4B is where I am. The baptismal font? Hang on. Oh, look, I fight some enemies. Oh, I forgot they have bad swords, though. Swords are really, truly a problem. Don't. I forgot how much I don't like this part. Is this the baptismal font? We've got pink glowies back there. Can't go that way. The baptismal font? Girl, I don't know. It's my catchphrase. The baptismal font. Oh, maybe I could pray at the baptismal font. Okay. The baptismal font, maybe. Oh, my goodness gracious. 5. Up. That's just a vowel. That's just a vowel. Up. Upper. Upper. What was the opposite of J? B. Speaking of things that represent me, y'all see my good thumbnails? Oh, is that the word for them? The like, the things you're gonna carve? Or I guess like thumbnails or like the test image or... I don't know what thumbnails means, not in like a definition sense, I guess. Like you think of thumbnails for like YouTube videos, like a preview of or a... I don't know how to define. Let's all learn something if we don't already know. Because it's like an art term, right? Art definition. Thumbnail art refers to a small, rapid, preliminary sketches, typically only an inch or two high, used by artists and designers to quickly map out composition, layout, and lighting before creating a final piece. There we go. The stream streak. Thank you for that stream streak, Fairy. Which feels wild because I feel like your stream streak should actually be like 60, but I don't think they started counting until recently. All right. What did I say that first word was? Upper. Buh. Upper ball. Upper bulk? Bulk, upper bald. Go up, baldy. Buh. Ball. Schwa. Ka. Bulk. What? Upper balcony. Upper balcony. Yeah, it's crazy that I only have 10 here, and then the streamer I haven't been watching as long with streams more often. I have a 37 stream streak. Yeah. Balcony. Upper balcony. Okay. Upper balcony. Why can I not remember this consonant? This one's driving me a little crazy. Upper balcony. Oh, off. Nope. Off. Yeah, off. Vowel first. Off. Is that Offers. I don't even know if that's or not, but it makes sense. Offers. Upper balcony offers the view, probably. The yeah. Is that my Y? I don't think I have that letter yet. Upper balcony offers warm seat if you knock T away. It's manual surprise. It was written by Boucheron. Upper balcony offers a the ya oo. The ya oo view. Hang on, let me get my ya. Get my ya. It's so hard, like, going through just to find, like, the last couple. Not the gnome. Manual written by Boucheron Tunic himself. Upper balcony offers a view. Is that of? Not of. The. Main. Upper balcony offers a view of the main. Do I not have that one? Main. O. O. Main. 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 Is it Main? Ain. Oh. Oh. Orange. Orange. Oh. Oh. Hall. Upper balcony offers a view of the main hall. Is that hall? I would love it if that's hall. Let's see here. No, that's not right. Is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, hog. Right? I just need my aw. Do I not have the right aw sound? It's kind of hard to tell. I have aw and or next to each other. Or no. G. Hog. Hog. There's your hog, Weethan. Weethan and Des. Des, you should make that an emote. Just the tunic hog. No one will know what it means. Hog. We've done it. Honestly, I might end stream with this accomplishment. That's hog 5K. Alright, what am I missing? I'm missing, like... That's the game! Or Paris could have the hog emote. I can make a hog emote. But no one would use it. Nobody knows what it means except for us. The people who are here. Were you here for this moment? I'm still missing, like, a couple things. And I might translate some of this on... I do eventually want to do a hag emote for Old Sea Hag. Yes. Hear me out. Matching tattoo. Gosh, can you imagine if, like, me and Des just get matching tattoos of the word hog in the Tunic language? Gotta be awful. And yet, also pretty funny. We're missing a ZH sound for a zh. I'm not sure how often that'll come up, but other than that, we got all the other consonant sounds. It means serenity. We're still missing some less common you, ow, our, ooh, ear, like some less common, that is true, in a sense, it does. But some less common vowel sounds, so... Yeah, I don't know. This has been fun. I feel like we've made all the progress, and yet none of the progress. Like it's hard to feel like we've solved the puzzle, we have the pieces, now you have to sit down and do all the work. And it's one of those things like if I were a person who was unmarried and had no family and just had like cats and I wasn't doing anything and I wasn't streaming this, yeah, I'd probably sit down and do like a lot of it, but I probably won't. I'll probably do some of it. Teach Hannah how to translate, or Miss Lucy Goosey. Hi, Loose Goose. Yeah, I'll probably just use the translator to go through and like find some of the words and go through it. Ma'am, don't put your butt on the stream. Just like go through and like I'll probably do like the cathedral because this part is like relevant to me. Although now we didn't know what this said before because I was missing words, but now we know it starts with H. No, not H. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. P. Nope. That's not the thing. That's the vowel part. Yeah, it is H. H. It's not air. Let's all get matching tunic hog tattoos at the fabled mountaintop chilies. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. What is that vowel? I don't have that vowel. Maybe it's a clue. Air. It kind of looks like air, but it's missing the top part. It's not the E. How, not ooh, oh. How, alright, let me make sure I've got the right O. Oh, okay. Ho. It can't say ho. Huo. Howro. Huo. Howo. Oh? It can't say ho. Hero! Alright, let's lock in the ear. Hero. We got there. We got there. I feel like my voice is really starting to... My throat's starting to get sore. My voice is kind of going. Hero. I was explaining all of my, thought processes at the beginning of stream on how I went through the process of decoding the language. Water. Thank you guys for the water. Thank you, Fairy, for 2 times the water.
Water.
Thank you, Des. That's fine. My throat is suffering. I'm trying to help. I appreciate it. Honestly, I need to drink more water. My lips have been super chapped and flaky lately. But when I first started to stream, I don't think most of you were here yet, but I felt like a good 45 minutes just talking through the process of how I went about decoding the language and kind of how I went through and figured out what are consonants, what are vowels, how do I figure out different letters and stuff like that, which Des has been very graciously reading all my messages on for a while now. So just all the things that I've been going through and translating, all the different letters and things that I learned. I gave a brief intro on linguistics and phonemes and graphemes and all that good stuff. So it was a ton of talking for the first 45 minutes. But we got there. we got there. So again, just a couple more vowels to go. Probably just end up using the translator for a lot of it. And if I see that I missed a vowel, or if I see like a word with the vowel sound in it, I can kind of grab it. I mean, obviously what I'm looking at here on the cathedral page is super helpful right now. Swamp, the old burying ground, maybe learn if there's like some more power-ups or try and figure out what's going on. Hang on. What's going on like over here in Skulltown? You know, like learning about the monastery, the cavity, the rooted ziggurat, like is all of this stuff helpful? And yes, we can translate the ghost. So that's something that we can do. You know, we can go out and go see like what's going on, and that might be something interesting to do. Just in terms of finding something. Ugh. Okay, I really don't... I don't want this. I just wanted to walk away. Here we go. I don't know how well I can run my... Oh, wait. Run my way out of here. I always forget that I have potions. So I didn't use them a whole lot. But now we don't have to be worried about missing what people are saying. A big fight. Mess. A big fight. No, it's not M. Was. A big fight was. You need a redeem that just reminds you to heal. You're not wrong. A big fight was here. A big fight was here. Lost. No. Law. I need double chicken feet. What's double chicken feet? Long. Go. A big fight was here a long time ago. A big fight was here a long time ago. Or last we or last week? Hang on. A big fight was here a long time ago? Or last week? It's all it's all blurry. A big fight was here a long time ago, or last week. It's all blurry. Oh, none of this is boding well. What are you? I don't I don't think. I don't think. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you can get into the cathedral. I don't think you can get to the cathedral with with the with it. What am I looking at here? W I short I with TH unvoiced. Bottom doodad. That must be owl without. I don't think you can get to the cathedral without moonlight. Oh, it is owl. I couldn't. Okay, I already had it there. It's hard to see. It's just small line. Yeah, without. I don't think you can get to the cathedral without moonlight. But then again, where'd it go? Wasn't I just having this problem here? Ear. Is it ear? But then again, H. Heo. Right, because it's H, ear, here, heroes. Oh, goodness. But then again, heroes. With? No. Heroes, and... Oh no, this is just its own vowel sound. Heroes are... S... Is it S or Z? S. And again, heroes are... Sir... surprising. Then again, heroes are... Okay, I don't think you can get to the cathedral without moonlight. But then again, heroes are surprising. Remember like 20 minutes ago when I was like, I think I'm done for the night. Do you see? Do you seek the cathedral? Remember. Do you seek the cathedral? Remember that is that not you? Remember that you are no remember you are nothing but a ghost. Yeah, do you seek the cathedral? Remember you are nothing but a ghost. That's unpleasant. I can't even see this one. Is that just... Oh. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I'm just taking a break. Break? Yeah. Oh, hi. I'm just taking a break. Are you going to the swamp? You're brave. Ugh. The fact that I'm getting faster at decoding it feels so good. What's this one? Is that my H? H. Hi. It's warm. So, hi, are you... Is this new? Hi, are you... What's my vowel here? Yeah, hi, are you new? We... No. So... Where? There we go. Where... is... Let's see. Where is... Okay, hire you new. Where is your... Not your. Where is your... Oh, it is... No. Yeah, it is your. Where is your... Boom? That can't be right. Home. Home. Who? No. Right? Because that's H... Along... Oh... Home. Yeah. Are you new? Where is your home? I'd love to know, too. Okay. Mail? What does my mail say? Empty. 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 This grave. Interesting. Interesting. Did this always have green text? Where is your boom? Where is your boom? This way to town. Ruins. Ruins. What is that? What's that consonant? Ruins of old ruins of old village to the town. Ruins of old village. I'd love to go there. I'd love to go there. If you'll let me. Right. The things. Okay. Things are things are tense. Things are tense in there. I think something bad happened. Things are tense in there. I think something bad happened. Things are bad in there. Something tense happened. All... alas. 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 Should we hack H alas alas should we it's not hack have should we have done a fourth key? Uh-oh, we probably weren't supposed to unlock the thing. No. They would have they would have what is that one? They would have found that. No, they would have found that too. Alas, alas, alas. Should we have done a fourth key? No, they would have found that too. Oh no, I'm feeling kind of bad about everything I've done in the game so far. Someone took out the siege engine? Nope. Impossible. Someone took out the siege engine? Impossible. Uh-oh. Where's your boom? Okay, how? Right, is that how? Do I have how? Ow, 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 ow. No, that's not how. Who? There we go. Who would do who would have done such a thing? Who would have done such a thing? What is that word? Who would have done such a thing? Oh, crazy. Who would have done such a... I wouldn't do such a thing. That'd be crazy. What is this word? Hero. That's the... What is the verb? Or not the verb, the vowel. E. And another vowel. What is that? E? Either a hero or a fool. Hero. We're gonna go with hero. I'm a hero. Right? Uh-oh. This is bad. We've done a bad thing. What do we think this plaque says? It's probably like, oh, don't take all the keys. With 3 keys, we sealed with 3 keys, we sealed the air. With 3 keys, we sealed the air. Key as no a key is no more. A key is no more what is this one? key is no... Wait, what was it? With 3 keys, we sealed the air. Is that right? Air? Air. With 3 keys, we sealed the air. A key is... Oh, the air. The air. I was thinking like the AIR, air. With 3 keys, we sealed the air. A key is no... A key is no mirror? That can't be right, but that's what I have. It's ear and M. A key is no mere... Toy. Oi? Is oi a word? Or is oi a sound? A key is no mere... Yeah, no, yeah, M-E-R-E I'm thinking. Mere t. And then I don't have that sound. Toy. I'm just gonna write it down maybe. I don't know if oi is a thing, but... A key is no mere toy. C, is it C? Seek. Seekers. Seekers of Seekers of Ruin. Leak? Leave? Here. Okay. So with 3 keys, we sealed the air. The key is no mere toy. Seekers of Ruin, leave here. Oopsie doodle. That's not great. That's not great at all. Yeah, Seekers of Ruin leave here. So it was a warning that we shouldn't have probably been doing that. But, game, if you fail to tell me that what I'm doing is a problem, how am I supposed to know? Nope, he didn't like that. Forest Fortress. I want to know what the pink flower is. I like the pink flowers. They always look like bow ties from a distance. A warning we blatantly ignored, or a warning we had no way of understanding. Beep, 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 flower. Nope. I like the pink flowers. Yeah. I don't know if there's a warning we blatantly ignored, but it's hard to ignore a warning that you genuinely can't even understand. So, you know. Debatable whether we ignored it or not. Alright. Ads will be starting soon. Not if I have anything to say about it. Because I'm ending stream. Alright, so things that we've done today. Decode a language and become mildly-ish fluent. That sign can't stop me. I can't read. We have learned that a bad thing has happened here. We set loose the heir, who it appears we should not have. But there was no way of knowing, because we couldn't read anything. So, oopsie doopsie. I'm not going to rest at that shrine, and I'll get warped back to the other shrine, which feels like a win. But we seem to have done a calamitous type of thing. Now we live in the ghost world. Which is unfortunate. Okay, well, friends, that's all the sadness for one stream. I'm not gonna raid anybody. Yeah, we are in fact the bad guys in this situation. Oops, I don't. I'll probably work on. Thank you for the stream. You're crushing it. Thank you, Des. I really appreciate it. I'll probably work on some more translation. Not tonight because I'm tired. But, like, it'd be nice to have some of this stuff translated. And then if I find stuff that's, like, super interesting... Wait, there's one more thing. There's one more thing that I want to translate. I just gotta find it. If you seek to increase your power... Okay, that's not really what I want. Where's the thing? This. Hang on. We're gonna translate this real quick. What is the secret of the golden path? What is the secret of the golden path? What vowel is that? Look. Sorry, look at the... Look at the... what is the secret of the golden path? It's path. I want to know if it's all the gold stuff I keep seeing on, like, every page of this journal driving me crazy, which is also upsetting because maybe I don't even have all the pages that have the stuff on it. Okay, sorry, what? Look at the Look at the stairs? Look at the hog. Look at the hog. Look at the stairs. And... Is that and? And... Yeah, look at the stairs and... To page 49. Not 2. And... Yeah, 2. Look at the stairs and to page 29. What stairs? Look to the stairs and to page 49. Do I even have page 49? There you have page 49. Okay. Piss 49. It's like Blink 182, but it's Piss 49. Yeah. Okay, we kind of had suspicions about that. About the door in the mountains and not knowing because we saw, like, you can see kind of, I think, all the, like, little gold flecks. And it looks like you'd be able to put some kind of path in there. Obviously, Mr. Fox looks frustrated. But I don't know what or if I can do anything about that right now. So the golden path. All right. I'm gonna snooze that ad since we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna go drink more water and take meds and go to bed. And I'm gonna go take care of myself, which is what all of you should do. Enjoy the rest of what's left of Thursday night. Good night, everybody. Des, Weethan, Fairy, anybody else who's still hanging out, who was here this stream. Killer Ducky, I think you might still be here, maybe. But good night, y'all. Thank you guys so much again for hanging out, cheering me on through this hot mess of puzzling. And by hot mess, I mean a great success, but it took a long time to get there. Miss Lucy, would you like to come say bye? Would you like to say bye? I just say bye. You wanna? Oh, you purr. Oh, Mama's got the tummy. Mama's got the tummy, the kitty cat tummy. Boucheron says bye, Luce. I said bye, Lucy. She says bye too. I don't know if you heard her. She says bye to you. Zoom. Yeah. We're going to bed. I'll be back with this on Sunday night. Maybe. It also might be one of those things where if I need more time to do like more translating and stuff, depending on how the weekend is going, maybe I'll play another one stream, something like Nuts. Peanuts, Beanuts, you never know. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'll see you guys next stream. I'm tired. I'm rambling. I'm not gonna raid anybody. That's too much work. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.